In the state of Texas, only one matchup goes by the name of Revivalry. Everybody open their hymnals to the same page. Come under the tent as we come together with one accord for these old foes to clash again. Hey, look at McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. It's the TCU Horned Frogs and the Baylor Bears. Restate the State Paul again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Baylor head coach before the game. He understands just how important this game is, but he's tried to take that pressure off of his players. He said, it's us. We just have to focus one play at a time and doing your job every down. He understands this environment will be a challenge, but he believes they will have the better composure and poise to compete here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Bears ready to kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ezukama. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. This matchup, two teams in the top 5, just sort of whets the appetite for what we're going to see in the playoff, guys.
The selection committee is watching this one very closely because, David, both of these teams are easily talented enough to win it all, but only one can walk out of here with a dub.
Right, and what does it do? It sets up the seat.
Got a little press. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pringle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the target. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Running it to the right. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. Guys, I know 1 versus 2 largely speaks for itself, but think of everything that's at stake. Playoff positioning, impressing the committee, potential buys in the college football playoff, all at stake today.
The intensity in this game will just simply feel different than anything else we've seen throughout the course of the year because of what is riding on this game.
No doubt, the stakes. You don't get 1 versus 2 late in the season very often. So a chance to make a statement, a chance to prove you belong, a chance to really punch your ticket. Whoever wins, they're in the college football playoff.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Maybe some room here. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, you got to love when you got these big boys inside, these defensive tackles that, by the way, when they keep the GPS stats on these guys, they can speed in the school zone. Like, they're moving that fast, and you can see it right there, starting to get to the perimeter, and he's running from the inside out. Flashes like a linebacker. Man, what a big, fast, physical human being.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He makes the catch.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It's incomplete, and they'd been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Henderson. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Hey, guys, we've been talking about this all week, man. What a showdown. Top 10 offense, top 10 defense. Who's going to come out and assert their will? And the defense wins the first battle.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to run it. At midfield, he's got room. He hits the slide, and he's converted this 4th down to keep the drive moving.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
You know, when these two first met in 1899, both schools were located in Waco. Of course, TCU eventually relocated, and relocating the Frogs in the conference realignment race over the years has stoked the fires of this rivalry.
And it's weird because Reese covered that game. And I know that because he was the sideline reporter. It was a 0-0 tie. Yes, both teams from the same region, so a lot on the line. We've seen some excitement with these rivalry games, and with this matchup, Jesse, I'm excited about today.
Me too, and I think when you think about Texas football, everyone's always talking about Texas versus Texas A&M. Don't forget about Baylor TCU. These fan bases do not like each other, and the action on the field seemingly always delivers.
It's complete on the right side. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead as we get a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back to pass, it's Henderson. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And bounces over the top.
And just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route. And the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Ezukama. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Turning it on. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, TCU!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Tight end now in motion. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Running inside, it's Morris. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clogged.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Henderson. Bought a little time. Lets it go. He's got the back in the middle. And defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Morris.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. Got enough for the 1st. Across the 25, he's got room. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Bears! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And this offense runs the option. They didn't need the option. The quarterback does a great job understanding that what the defense is trying to do. He's got space. He takes it. Why pitch it when I don't have to? Makes the big, long, explosive touchdown play for this offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ezukama. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And in this game, this guy has shown you why he's one of the best in the country. He has so much ability at the running back position. Speed, quickness, the ability to break tackles, unbelievable vision. Already now with 150 yards rushing, the defense has no answer for him. They've got to find a way to slow this guy down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Scott. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking for space. It's Morris.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Oh, maybe a double pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 35, he's got room. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
When you make big plays for your quarterback in the game, you catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Henderson. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Running inside, it's Morris. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. And the Bears, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
Kill it!
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Morris. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Touchdown Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation, nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
Coming out with it, it's Ezukama. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the run, it's Pringle. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here's a hit. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give to the single back. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the number 9 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's BYU on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon.
Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Runs through the tackle. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Conference USA.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Finding some room. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Turns it on at midfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
To throw, it's Henderson. Finds his man. Makes a grab and room to run. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Bears go back to work after moving the chains through the air. On the ground, it's Morris. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Ready. Go.
Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he makes the extra point. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Find some fresh air. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Quarterback moving. Myers on the move. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
And that's a really fun toy to have. When you can go 5 wide and use your running back, man, and make them have to cover him with a bigger body. A guy that he's faster than, but a guy that can now run routes. And you see these running backs, man, they've developed.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's loose. Racing down the left side. The 30. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bears!
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. But I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on it and more attention to it.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Makes the catch. It's Ezukama. Got the first down with the throw, and he'll get more after taking that shot. It'll be a roughing penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Run inside. It's Pringle. Breaks into the open. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Using his legs, it's Pringle. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well.
There's a crease. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Maybe a double pass. Pressure coming. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Henderson. Here's the pressure. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs.
Blue 22.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morris. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running inside. It's Pringle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Reed.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run the option. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. And the Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo. With the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Goes to the option. And the ball is free on the pitch.
That's a big-time blow, man. Once you get that under that 3-minute mark and you're down by multiple possessions, you've got to put something together. The last thing you can do is turn it over, because that clock is not your friend.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Look out, he's got room. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Throws it back. He's going to take off inside the 45. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Just feeds the running back. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Morris. Here, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Baylor! And they take it in for 6 more points. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Scrambling away. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Looking for a push on 4th down. And that's not going to come close as the defense stops him well short of this 1st down. Quarterback keeper. Maybe a crease. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed.
Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw. It's Henderson. Pocket breaking down. And it's a sack.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. And because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He wants to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but
now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture.
Icy. Bender.
On 4th down, going to the air. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. On the draw, it's Pringle. Picks up the 1st down. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Defense showing blitz here. Some misdirection with the counter. And he will go nowhere on the final play of the game. This rivalry might not always get the headlines in the state of Texas, but it is full of passion, and the Bears will celebrate taking down TCU. That's going to do it for us as the season